Welcome back. Coming up today on the show, we sit down and talk to Laura Summer,
the original voice of Janine on the Real Ghostbusters cartoon.
Hot damn.
And a bunch of calls from listeners. We've been gone the whole month of July. We got a bunch to talk about. You ready to catch up?
I've been missing you, baby. I need this. Let's do this.
All right, let's start the show.
To the Super Live Adventure. I am Chris Argentino.
I'm John Saluga. We're hanging out in my wing of Slab Studios.
The Jersey Wing.
Happy August, everybody. We took the month of July off.
We are at Camp Slap.
Hope you enjoyed the Summertime Rewind. I heard a lot of good things. We handpicked a few of our favorite episodes from the first 300, which you can't find right now.
Season 1.
They're going to be, that season is going to become available on Patreon soon. That's something we're working on. We'll figure that out. But yeah, it was fun to play those, man. Those are like
blast from the past.
some of my favorite episodes of all time. If you haven't checked it out, check out the episodes we released in July. But we're back
live, real, in the studio, brand new
in the studio. Our butler left us some beers.
That's right. Thanks, man. Thanks, Schmeeves.
Thank you, Schmeeves the Jeeves, man.
He left us some Ross Twilight Sky Dunkelweizen German style dark wheat ale, sweet creamy malty. I love Ross, man. We just had a talk with Ross.
We had a meeting.
Of Ross.
Yeah, we can't say too much, but we can say that we are in talks with them about having our own flavor, our own beer.
Super Live Adventure beer.
We'll keep you posted, but it was a very, very, very good conversation, and I think we're onto something.
Big time. I'm excited. I'm happy. I can't wait to crack open a beer.
I love it.
With our faces on it.
I'm glad to be sitting down and recording with you again.
And then pee in the can.
And pee in the can?
I'm going to pee in the can with my face
when you're done.
When I'm done. Oh, not before I'm done. I'm not drinking my own pee.
I wasn't sure where in the process you were peeing in the cans.
No, I'm done with that. That was me in the 90s, John.
You're right. Yeah, I know.
I don't drink my own pee anymore. I smoke it.
I'm not drinking my own pee until I have to, which is going to be soon.
Yeah, it looks like that's where we're headed.
Yeah, we're all going to be drinking pee, but for now, whatever, man.
Waterworld style. You're going to have a raft. You're going to be peeing in that little machine, that little butter churner.
Yeah.
Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy thing he pees into. Drinks it. That's the best part of that movie.
All my family, our only hopes for survival are like a boat, and a pee converting machine.
Maybe some mutant gills on your neck.
It's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen.
No, I don't think we're developing them, and I think maybe future kids, but like, I know we're getting vasectomies, man. We're not making any gill babies. In the apocalypse.
Our gill baby days are over.
Over. Oh,
that's my biggest regret about getting a vasectomy. I didn't have time to have a gill baby.
Didn't have time to have a gill baby.
Fuck.
No webbed toes. No nothing. Nobody ready for Waterworld.
No creatures from the Chris Lagoon.
No. The Waterworld is coming.
Yeah, sooner than you know.
It's coming.
You better take a gulp
of your pee.
Fill up a big gulp cup of piss and go to town.
You having a good summer, buddy?
Yeah, man. The stuff when we were on break. Besides Camp Slap, I was on adventure after adventure. John.
You've had an active summer.
I have. I was on GhostbustersNews.com. Did a feature on me again.
Yeah.
Some artwork stuff. I've been out running around. I did a podcast, the Galaxy of Film podcast, episode 81. Check that out.
Rebel Force Radio. You've been all over the place.
Oh, that might have been before the break. A lot of crazy stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I died. They found the person who killed me. Turns out I faked my death. Me and that person got married. We ran off and we kidnapped a baby from the baby museum.
See that?
That was my summer. But now I'm back.
Now you're back. I'm glad that you're back.
It's over. I gave that up.
I've been working like crazy, and then in between, it's just trying to have fun with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
The new dog.
Yeah.
Well, here's something funny Ben did with the dog.
God, of course.
We're outside one night, and my son is catching fireflies. And I'm not really thinking anything of it, but he's running around, he's catching fireflies, and then I see he's going over to the dog, and he's feeding the dog fireflies.
No.
He was catching them and feeding the dog, and I was like, my wife, she's like, "What are you doing?" Like,
Oh, no.
Don't do that. And I was like, "What?" And he got a little upset. I was like, "No, it's okay." I was like, "Why are you doing that?" It's my fault. Because the dog, a couple weeks before, was outside at night, and he was catching fireflies.
Yeah.
And I just being a dad, whatever. I was like working the grill or whatever. I just was kind of like, careful. He eats too many. His poop will glow in the dark. It's a joke. Ben was on a mission
Really? To make it
get
happen.
glow in the dark dog shit. And he was feeding him fireflies.
Oh, my God.
Who knows for how long, how many he ate. He kept doing it. I thought it was the funniest fucking thing. We go to the vet, and Ben came with me, and the vet was like, "Do you guys have any questions?" And I was like, "Yeah, actually." I was like,
I'm feeding fireflies and my dog make his poop glow?
I said, my son's been feeding the dog fireflies, wondering how many he has to feed him to make his poop glow in the dark.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's my phone.
That's mine, too. They both
Oh, it's
have.
both of us.
Yeah, it's Doc Lawson.
Well, anyway, I said to the vet, I was like, if my son is trying to figure out how many fireflies it'll take for the dog's poop to glow in the dark.
Yeah.
And the vet smirked, and then she went, "I don't know, probably a lot." And I was like, that's not
the right answer.
That's not what I was going for. And Ben just kind of had that like, I'll report back. Like,
Oh, my God. Almost enough to kill him. Should have been what she said.
I also like fireflies. I don't want this happening.
No, of course not.
But you know what? Without getting into it, Chris, you know this. There's a children's book idea that I have that I've kind of been working on, and I was a little stuck with it, and it involves fireflies. That's 100% what the kid in the book is doing now.
Oh my God!
It's a whole. It's choosing. Yeah, and it's not the kid's fault. It's he overheard his dad make a comment, and now he's doing science experiments.
His vet gave him bad advice.
That's part of the story now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I think the vet said if you swallowed some bleach and a lot of light, it might make sure your dog is COVID free. And this kid was like, "How am I gonna get a lot of light into this dog?"
That's how you do it.
That's how kid was watching the news. What are you doing watching the news, kid?
So far the dog seems okay.
I hope so. Yeah, I was just
glowing
playing with him upstairs. He's fine.
I wonder, like, imagine like his eyes start glowing or something.
Like he's got like a fucking like a glowing dog dick, like it pops out, and it's like
a rave.
Yeah, he's got a glow stick down there.
He starts doing tricks with it.
Yeah. It's just all of a sudden like house music's playing, his dick's waving around. It's a bunch of like kids with candy eating ring pops and big giant Jenko pants dancing around your dog's dick. Oh fuck, man. Yeah, listen, man. I now I know where to get my Molly. Yeah, I'm excited. Now I got a new connect.
That's what
your dog's dick. Suck his dog's dick, man. You'll trip for 3 days. You're gonna come back and you're gonna find like weird crusty ass club kids sneaking in your backyard waiting for you to let the dog out. There he is. Suck it. They hold him down like a bunch of vampires and latch onto his green stick. Get it.
Oh God.
Well, that's what we're doing the second half of the summer. First half has been wild. Second half, going right to the dogs, folks.
That's it. We're on to something.
We're definitely on to something.
We're not there yet.
Let's cancel this Ross beer thing and just hop on the dog dick train.
We should have asked for them to make a glow-in-the-dark beer. We're idiots.
Oh, my God.
Not
why?
the can.
The beer.
The beer.
Bunch of toxic Avengers sitting in a bar.
called John's dog's piss. Like, what is this?
John Dog.
There's a dog on the label catching fireflies. Like, leaping at fireflies in front of the moon.
He's like eating a firefly while pissing out a glow-in-the-dark stream. The can glows. Oh, fuck, man.
Oh, well, I'm excited for the beer. I'm excited for my dog to... Something's going to glow. And we've been out. We've been doing things. I don't know how you and I... We probably have COVID right now.
Yeah, we
We're
were
not
just at a
feeling it,
comedy show.
We've been pushing it. We were at a comedy show. We've been out. I've been interacting with a lot of people, a bunch. I went to a big family party that I didn't tell you the details of.
No, you didn't.
So my aunt Orlean, who's 80, wanted to have a party. We basically had like a COVID is over party.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know if they got the memo, but it's not.
No, I know.
There's a lot of new cases. People we know.
It was...
excuse me.
My aunt wanted to do this. She wanted to get everybody together finally because we missed so many birthdays, graduations, communions and confirmations and, you know, all the stuff. So she's like, this is the party for all the milestones. You know, I'm 42 now, but at the start of I turned 40. My brother turned 40. My mother and her twin sister turned 65.
Yeah.
My aunt turned 80.
So all in one dump.
She wanted it all in one big thing. And there were some family members who didn't come because, you know, the numbers started getting a little scary again. I had one aunt and uncle who stayed outside. So we were all inside and outside in the heat. Just there were two people at a table with masks on. Yeah.
That's Aunt and Uncle Outdoor.
My aunt, though, she called me and she wanted me to MC the event.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, my Aunt Orlean is one of those people where there's nothing I won't do for my aunt.
Yeah, of course.
So I was just like, yeah. I mean, I owe her just a very important person in my life. So I was like, yeah. But she was planning out all this stuff for me to go up with a microphone and be like the host.
Did she write any material for you?
Yeah.
No way.
So first
Get
of all,
the fuck out of here.
I get there. She's got an outline of the show, and she shows it to me, and she's having trouble even reading her own handwriting, and I'm looking at it, and she's got an introduction written for me where she's giving me like my credits, and she wrote down John Saluga from Impossible Jokers.
That should be the vegetarian version of the Tenderloin. An Impossible Joker.
Those of us who work on the show, that's a great name for them. The Impossible Jokers.
Oh, man.
That's
he's cutting deep here.
I didn't correct her because I wanted her to say that.
Yes.
She didn't. When she was up there, she said Impractical Jokers, but she had different things planned for me.
The Unstoppable Jokers.
Dude, you're going to love the shit that went down. First of all, I get up there and I grab the mic, and right away, it's already one of these things where like people would just be happy to mingle and eat, but she had stuff planned, and I was nervous about so much of it. But I go up and I welcome everybody, and I know she wanted me to do jokes, and my son was the best. I was like, he overheard me telling Christine, I was like, there's such a range of people, there's families, there's kids, and Ben was just like, you should tell kid jokes, and I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
I brought up my kids, I brought up my cousin's kid, I brought up like the little kids, and we did like kids jokes up there.
Oh, you did like a little like kids say the darndest things.
Yeah, and I had some. So it was just, how do you make a squirrel like you? Act like a nut. I had like those jokes. Yeah. And then I throw it over to my cousin's husband, who's gonna say the prayer.
Okay.
So we go and there's like a whole prayer, and then my cousin's kids come marching in with a big American flag, and they come up to the front of the room, and everybody stands for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Get out of here!
Yes.
What is this, Catholic school?
we did
what is this, St. John's by the Sea or something like that?
We did the Pledge of Allegiance. Here's the thing that was the hardest. There were a few comedy bits my aunt wanted me to do, but there was one in particular where she goes, I have door prizes that we have to give out, and here's who you give the prizes to. And she gives me this piece of paper, and right away I was like, I don't want to do this.
You said that to her?
I was kind of like, well, I was like, I'm a little, want to make some of these jokes and just, oh, go for it.
Were they racist?
No, more ageist, if anything, right?
Really?
But she's 80, so she's writing comedy bits. But I'm like, I'm a younger guy in the room. I don't want to make jokes about people being old. Bottom line, and there were family members who couldn't come, so she invited a lot of friends. They were like people from the neighborhood, people I haven't seen in forever. My old junior high school bus driver was there.
Jesus Christ.
Georgie Dugan. I walk in and he's like, John? I'm like, Georgie? My bus driver from 6th grade was at this party.
That's, you know you're at a killer party when you're a bus driver from 6th grade.
I was excited to see him, but he's the oldest man in the room. And now she wants me to go up and give a prize to the oldest man in the room. And I'm like, I don't want to.
Georgie Old Man Dugan.
I see George. I like George. So anyway, she gives me, and it's one of these gag gifts. It's a cane, but it has like a horn on it.
Oh, please tell me it has the mirror on the bottom.
The mirror.
Yes, that's for looking up skirts.
The thing you hold up to your ear. It's a hearing aid, but it's almost like a little megaphone you hold up to your ear.
Like the guy like that one Hobbit has in the Hobbit movie.
Yes,
movies.
An empty pill bottle that says Happy Pills on it. And
what?
So I go up there and I'm like, okay, the first prize is for the oldest man. And then it's like, who's the oldest man? And my aunt's just like pointing at George. I'm like, all right, George. And I got like one of the kids. I was like, give this to George. He's like, tell him what's on the cane. I was like, all right, you got a hearing aid. And he's just getting this thing, and it just felt so.
Oh, it's sad.
It felt sad. And the only joke I made, I was like, it says Happy Pills, but it's empty. I was like, I don't have any, but I know my aunt does. Like, I was just like, kind of made a joke. Then I go to the next prize, and it's for the oldest woman. And I'm like,
oh, no. Who's also Jimmy Dugan.
I didn't.
Whatever, Georgie Dugan.
Jimmy Dugan.
It's Jimmy Dugan's from League of Their Own.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I get to the oldest woman, and I'm like, I just flat out say, I was like, I don't want to ask anybody this. This is for and like my cousin's up there, and we kind of mumble through it. I was like, it's for the oldest woman, maybe the most mature. I was like, what's the best way to do this? And my Aunt Orlean, she's 80 years old, and she goes, ask if anyone's 81. And I'm like, all right.
Say, who's got the wrinkliest pussy?
So then I go like this. I go, who's 81? Nothing.
Of course. Who's going to admit to being 81?
Who's 82? Who's 83? And then I go, who's 84? Still nothing. My aunt, 80 years old, and I'm sorry, it's for the podcast. I'm gonna do this for Chris. This is how she stands up. Stands up and raises her finger real slow and points at another lady at the other side of the room. And I was just like, all right, 84, there, you're the winner.
It's like you're up there like doing an auction. Do I hear 84? 84.
You could tell the lady didn't want to volunteer.
The prune in the back.
Pointed her out in front of everybody and then gave her a gift bag full of whatever. Like,
oh, probably like diarrhea medicine and diapers. I don't know. What are you giving a 4-year-old?
So funny. And then the rest
a
was...
lethal injection to kill yourself because you're old. Go away. End it. One ticket to a piece of ice you could stand off and drift away while your family goes, thank you for taking the burden off of us.
There's a coupon for the funeral parlor.
It's a coupon for a black eye. Coupon for a funeral.
84. Fucking 84 years old at a COVID party.
There should be like, okay, you know when you have like 84 at a COVID party? Can we call that?
It was Aunt Orlean's super spreader event. Prizes for the oldest people. All the oldest people get prizes at the COVID is over party.
Dude, that's the fucking illest Russian roulette. 84 at a COVID party.
I gave a prize for a young person to bring to the oldest person in the room at this like super spreader fucking COVID party. It was nuts, dude.
That's great.
All the other prizes were for women too. The rest of it was like, okay, ladies, get your purses out.
Oh.
First lady to find a safety pin wins the prize. And I'm like, I'm reading this stuff and I'm like, It was all
What?
my aunt wrote things that like every woman has this in her pocketbook, that kind of stuff. And
Oh my God.
Oh, it was so
Whip out your diaphragm.
it was hard, man. It was really hard.
Nobody has diaphragms anymore. Nobody has anything anymore. Women don't carry purses like that. Well, I guess it's Staten Island and a bunch of older people. But like when I go out with friends, like nobody has a bag on them.
No, if you need a safety pin, you pull your phone out and a drone flies one of the house. Like that's the world we live in now.
Yeah.
It was fucking funny. And then somebody was like, why do only women get the prizes? And my aunt was just like, they're prizes for women, And it was just like cleaning products. And like it was so sexist.
Oh, wow.
But I look like the weird prop comic that did all this like sexist stuff. And I like make the oldest people stand up.
Make them sad. Fall in the mold.
Dude, it was really, really wild. My aunt wanted... My other aunt stopped it.
Your aunt's a monster.
My aunt wanted me to lead everybody in a song, too.
Oh, God.
And the song she wanted...
You're all old and gonna die.
No, because the pandemic was over.
Oh.
She wanted to sing Happy Days Are Here Again. And my other aunt was like, you can't.
Yeah.
She's like, first of all, it's not over.
Yeah.
There's people here who lost people. That's what my other aunt said. She goes, there's people who aren't here.
Yeah.
Because they died. She goes, you can't do Happy Days Are Here Again. So my aunt settled on McNamara's Band. You know that song?
Yeah.
So I'm up there with my cousin Darlene.
Yeah, that's appropriate.
Just like, oh, my name is McNamara. I'm the leader of the band. Like, and everybody had lyrics handed out, and we were all singing that song.
Did you do a bad Irish accent?
I only did a little bit, and then me and my cousin, there weren't enough lyrics to go around for everybody, so that's the only part that I knew, and then the rest we kind of faked it, like, and just let everybody else do.
Oh, those poor old people,
dude. I had a blast.
Wow.
But at the same time, oof,
that's fucking funny.
I love my aunt. I will do anything.
Yeah.
Anything for that woman.
That's fucking great.
And I think she had a blast, and we made everybody in the room, we sang happy birthday to everybody in the room. It was just like, she wanted to make up for everything we didn't get to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I like that. Do you see that? That's something fun over the summer. I think that my biggest highlight, while we were on break was my son went to the movies with his friend, wearing the suits to go see the Minions movie. They were Gentleminions. Did you hear about this?
No.
You didn't hear about this? This big
Gentleminions?
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So the movie came out, Gru, the Rise of the Minions, or Minions, the Rise of Gru. I don't know. Whatever that fucking crap is.
Never seen any of
with
it.
These fucking minions. It's really stupid. So it's acknowledged as like the worst movie, and my
you're someone in not as a Minions guy.
No, it's like a joke, and he loves bad movies. Like him and his friends watch Star Wars Holiday Special, and like cheer, and like they make an event out of it.
Yep.
So they're like, all right, we're gonna go see Minions: Rise of Gru, and everybody's wearing. It became a national phenomenon, worldwide phenomenon. There were theaters in the UK banning teens from seeing the movie in suits because they would go all dressed up to the nines to go see this movie, and then they would throw bananas at the screens, and they were like ruining screen, like whipping hard bananas, and they were like ripping screens and like
bananas was the thing.
Yeah, well, it's the
you dressed up and you got bananas.
Yeah, they love bananas.
Oh, they do.
Yeah. Oh, you got that's a whole thing with
that's what
them.
Makes them yellow and shit.
Maybe I don't know.
Okay,
it's like crack to them.
You are what you eat. I mean, we learned on this episode.
Yeah,
whatever you eat is what your body turns into.
100%. So yeah, you got kids whipping bananas at the fucking screen, ruining movie screens. So they were like outlawing it. So I was kind of like, oh man, it like don't get in trouble. Like if you show up there and this is a known thing, I don't want you to get in trouble or something like that. Of course. Turns out they were the only two, and it just looked like two kids on a date. It looked like these two guys that went out on a date to see the Minions. They dressed all fancy, probably had bananas in their fucking pockets.
Yeah, is that a banana in your pocket?
Yes. I'm here to see Minions. Yeah, it just looked
that in your pocket, or are you just happy to see Minions?
Fuck it. It just looked like they were out for.
Did
for,
you
for
take pictures
time.
like it's prom night?
No, I really.
I wish you did.
Standing in front of a place, just Photoshop like a balloon arch, and a principal minion telling them like, "Oh, that 4 inches apart." Like, principal minion. I don't want to go to that school. Oh fuck. Oh fuck me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Gentleminions. You didn't hear that?
No.
It became a whole thing. Like, here comes the Gentleminions. They're rowdy. They got
I love
bananas
it.
sauce out.
2 Gentleminions on a date. So good. It's so funny. It's so funny.
So I'm a proud dad.
Yeah. Oh god. Well, hey, we gotta listen from. All right, so from talking about one shitty cartoon,
Yes.
can we roll into somebody who was a part of actually an amazing cartoon that was a huge part of my childhood and is still a huge part of your life?
It was
When
a
we were kids,
phenomenon.
when we were pretending to be Ghostbusters as kids, like obviously there was the movie, but like that cartoon had a real influence on the way we played, the action figures, the toys, and we, thanks to you, had a conversation with Laura Summer, who is the voice of the original Janine.
That's right. From
in
the
first 2 seasons of that Real Ghostbusters cartoon.
The most memorable
Oh.
Janine. Like, when you hear her voice, you're going to be like, oh my God, it's Janine.
Even when she's not doing the voice, you can hear.
Yeah.
And by the way, Laura Summer has done so many other things. Absolutely check out her website. You'll recognize her voice from other stuff too. But this was big, and this was big for you, new listeners. If you don't know, Chris, who's an artist, he does original art for every single episode of this show, does a bunch of things, but he's got a project where he's recreating scenes from the original Ghostbusters movie in the style of the Real Ghostbusters cartoon.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's how this all really came about.
Yeah, we
know?
started talking because of that. Yeah, like on through Instagram, we started talking, and then it led to this, which is great. And then hopefully somewhere down the line, she comes back. And
I would love to have her on in person, and we'll see. But we had a really nice chat over Zoom last night.
Yeah, last night, as a matter of fact.
And we want to share that with you guys now. And then after that, we'll be back with some voicemails and stuff.
Yeah, so enjoy that. Get that queued up, Shmeeves.
Thank you, Shmeeves.
We're sitting down with Laura Summer here.
Yes.
Laura Summer, if you don't know, first of all, thank you for coming on.
You're welcome.
If you don't know, she has done the voice of so many different people. But true.
So many.
Closest to my heart, though, is the first female Ghostbuster. I will say that 1,000%. Janine Melnitz, the Ghostbusters secretary from the Real Ghostbusters. You were, to me, the most iconic Janine Melnitz out of all the Janine Melnitzes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's true. I asked him right before we started. I was like, "Do you have a favorite Janine?" He was like, "Oh, hands down, we're about to talk to her." That's it.
I shit you not. I am not kidding. You're. I don't know. It's just you made that your own.
Yeah, I had never seen the movie, so I just
Oh, really?
and it was after the movie. Yeah, I'd never seen it, and I heard about it and stuff. And when I auditioned, I didn't do it with a New York accent or anything like that. I was just a nice, sweet secretary.
Oh, wow.
And then the first day, we recorded. Then they said, "Can you do a New York accent?" I mean, I had the job, but you can get fired at any time,
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, yeah, sure." So that's how it started. But I think that in their mind, it wasn't going to be that. And then I guess after they went back to no accent, I mean, I never watched it.
They probably, they probably assume that you saw the movie because it's like this global phenomenon. And like, they're like, oh, she definitely saw this thing.
Yeah, well, I think they didn't want a New York, they didn't want that initially.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I got cast without, they sent me the tape. it was a tape, and they said, this is the voice you used when you auditioned, because they want you to match that. So it was like,
oh,
hello.
I gotcha.
It was like, hello, Ghostbusters, how may I help you? It was like that. I have it.
Wow, that's so
I mean,
different.
it was like very sweet, very,
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell I could act, but it wasn't the Janine that it was like, an hour later.
They never are. No, that was, I don't know. You just, well, whatever you did, it was magic. You crushed it. And it was like,
Oh, thank you.
you were with like so many legendary people doing that. And I was like, you're talking about like, you were like 20, right? When you were doing that? And
it was. I had never auditioned for a cartoon before.
Oh, wait, so that was your
I mean,
first?
I had acted.
Yes,
I was from New York, and I had done plays and commercials, and I certainly had acted, but I'd never, it was just like, oh, here, go, they're seeing everybody, It was like that. It was just, so I didn't know a cartoon? You mean like Casper the Friendly Ghost? I mean, I just had no reference.
No.
The Jetsons, these were,
That's wild. So
So-
that was your first cartoon. And this was after you had done like Facts of Life already?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you already had like, and you like had a recurring
I
role.
had acting chops, I definitely had acting chops, and I had done it, and but I didn't know that it would just, you'd be sitting around in a room with the other actors.
Is it just a
and you
lot
just
of like
read it.
smoking cigarettes, drinking coffee, reading the lines?
They weren't no smoking in a sound stage, but they were ordering food, we were giving each other massages.
Hey, all right.
I remember that we didn't get the scripts much in advance either. Sometimes we'd get it. Oh, here, this is for tomorrow or the next week or something. But most of the time, we just kind of read it, and they recorded it, and that was it.
And it was like, you never have never seen the movie, so you're probably reading like, oh, ectoplasm, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, well, so you kind of just make it about you. So it was me Janine working in a thing for these guys who are busting ghosts. So it's really, if you think about it, the story is, it's a job for her. But she's like, whatever, I need a job, and this is what they're doing. And there's no commenting about it. It's like, that line, just because I've seen the shows recently. Oh, here, Mrs. Favisham, let me show you. This is where the guys think of stupid ways to do stupid things, or something like that. It's a brilliant line, right? So she wasn't, it was just like, it's very kind of whatever.
Yeah, like I just work here, yeah.
And then, of course, she has a thing for Egon, and then, Slimer becomes her little pet, sort of. But that came later.
Yeah. And, I want to ask you, have you ever seen the second film eventually? Did you ever see that movie, the second Ghostbusters film?
I've seen the first one.
Okay. It was a little in the...
I don't know if it was kind of like
Yeah, I get it. You needed a break from that.
Yeah, well, it was like a very weird thing that happened, and nobody really said anything, and it was in the paper here. But it wasn't even about it was just about the way she looked, and she was trashy, and
so when you're talking about when you and Lorenzo
replaced.
were gone, which is a sin. Those first two seasons where it's like you, Lorenzo Music, Arsenio Hall, like that's the
I get
show.
told that a lot.
That's
I never watched it,
All
and
right.
it wasn't
Well,
and of course I know there's been things written about it, and different people have said, even I know Michael Straczynski was very angry, and but at the time there wasn't social media, and it was just sort of like, oh, okay, but it did hurt, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And I sort of went away from cartoons.
Okay.
And now I'm trying to get back in.
Good.
But
you should be. You should be. Because I went in that second movie, Janine stops chasing Egon and hooks up with Rick Moranis.
Is he Lewis or something?
Yeah, he's Lewis.
Oh, I've read that, and I never know what they're talking about, so I guess I didn't see it.
Would your Janine have ever gave up on Egon?
For Rick Moranis? Probably not.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. But,
Exactly.
but sometimes they didn't write for me. Sometimes they really, sometimes they did, there were different writers who would come in. So there was like Janine Melnitz, Janine's Day Off, Janine's, becomes a Ghostbuster.
Mm-hmm.
So those were, I felt, really written for me. But there was I do remember a couple of times, and it's the same money, but you want to do something great, where I just went, "Hello, Ghostbusters, please hold." And that's all I did for the show.
Yeah. All right,
that's all they wrote in.
Well, if you're getting paid, you're getting paid. Yeah.
Did I sound the same? Did I sound?
Yes.
Yeah, that was it. Give me chills.
Well, I had to listen because when I was gonna go do, and this sort of came, I went to Scotland recently for Ectocon.
Oh, that looked like
when
fun,
3 years ago, I saw something about it, and I wrote to them, "Hey, blah blah blah," and they were like, they told me their jaw hit the floor because. I always turn things down, and I wasn't, but I thought, Scotland could be fun. And so when I did a thing like, "Hello, it's me, Janine, blah, blah, blah," I didn't remember how she sounded. And when I listened to it, I went, I think it's a little higher. So it's like, "Ghostbusters, please hold." That's it. That is it, right?
It.
But I had to go watch a show to like, plug in.
You should have.
It's been a few years.
Now, I know it's a New York accent, but like, is it based on anybody? Is there? Well,
I've said this before in interviews. My mother was from Brooklyn, and so her accent, and they moved away. They moved, when I was like 16. But her accent, as she got older, just got stronger. I don't know. It's some weird phenomenon. So it would be like, "Laura," it was not quite the same, but there was a lot of that I got from her, I guess. I guess it's just in me,
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. I love it.
I can hear your guys have New York accents.
Oh, you do.
Christopher definitely does.
Yeah, well, I have a weird Staten Island accent. It's like it's just like a
well,
weird
nobody
mix
knows
of
the
New
difference. You have to understand. They would go Brooklyn, Queens, and I never. Sometimes they said she was from Brooklyn. Sometimes they said then they went to her apartment in Queens. I always thought it was Queens, but people they talk about her Brooklyn accent, which is. And certainly the writers didn't really know. I didn't feel like they knew the difference.
No, probably not. But she could have been a Queens girl, but hung out in Brooklyn. You never know.
I grew up in Queens, and I've been to Brooklyn twice in my life.
Oh my God!
No offense to Brooklyn, but nope. And one of them was dancing on the Brooklyn Bridge for hot dogs. So.
Wait, what? You were dancing on the Brooklyn Bridge?
I got a commercial for something that they didn't test well or something. It was called Brooklyn Dogs, and they were hot dogs. And it was with what's her name, who played George's mother on Seinfeld. Estelle Harris.
Yes.
And then there were these kids dancing, and that was one of the times I went to Brooklyn.
Oh my God!
We were singing. It was such a cool job because we went into the studio, recorded this jingle, and I remember what I had to sing. I had to sing, "And that's what gives it class." Anyway, and and they piped it on the Brooklyn Bridge. They piped because we had to dance to the and they were all like Broadway dancer people. Like I'm not, but I learned it. But so that was one of the times in Brooklyn. And I'd been there one other time. It's not like a big, I grew up where I grew up in Bayside. It's far. It's not like you hang out. You can.
Yeah.
It's not that far. I don't know, 15 miles.
There was probably when you were living out here, Brooklyn had nothing going on. Now Brooklyn has everything going on. You got to come back to Brooklyn. It's completely nuts.
And what about Queens?
Queens is still Queens.
Okay.
Oh man, Laura. So you're going to be doing a signing, right, Laura?
Yeah, it's first time for Streamily.com. So it's all like you go on the site, you order a picture that you want of Janine or Patamon from Digimon, and because those are my most well-known characters, and I guess you pay, and then we sign it live. We're doing it Tuesday. It's actually a Digimon signing with the cast. So there's other cast members will be there,
Cool.
and you put in your order, and then you sign it, and then they mail it to the people who bought the autograph. So it's kind of nice because it takes it off. Like, I don't have any kind of setup. It's so weird that people want my autograph, but I guess they do. And
Yeah, it's cool. I'm doing one. I'm definitely.
It's cool.
I'm definitely
Good. I sold one.
Yeah. I want to talk after. Like, I want to see if you could sign one of the pieces I drew.
Oh, sure.
We'll
Sure,
figure it
I'll
out
do
after.
that.
But this I'm definitely picking up because you know what? Honestly, it's the same price as an autograph you'd pay at a convention, but I'm not paying to go to a convention. I'm not paying the travel fee. I'm not risking getting fucking sick at a convention.
Right.
And I'm getting the autograph.
And I've always, so I guess it's going to be a new way, because a lot of well-known people are doing it. I mean, it's not just, they approached me through the Digimon, and then they saw, you did Janine, you did Real Ghostbusters. Okay. Because I would get requests over the years, but I just wasn't set up for that. But I did pick out the photos. Like, they showed me a bunch, and I said, no, I think the fans will really like Janine blowing a kiss. I think, can you use that? They didn't have that. So they got that. And then they had a couple others. And I went, nah. I think, and everybody likes the proton pack.
Yeah, you got that.
Yeah.
That's I'm going to get the proton pack and the kiss, actually.
Oh, okay.
Those two, that's exactly what I'm going to do. One for me and one for my son.
Oh, that's so sweet. And then Patamon, it's a whole other fan base, the Digimon. So because it's
a little younger than us. But we might have listeners. I bet we do have listeners that are into Digimon that hit that age.
It's a big deal. I guess they just came out with a game yesterday or today. I mean, this is the original cast, I think, because it's like anime. You don't work with the people. You work by yourself.
Oh, it's not in the same...
Yeah, you're not in the same room. You come in and do your lines.
Yeah,
you don't even hear the other people. Where, like Real Ghostbusters, we were all in the same room.
Yeah. Is it harder to do it individually like that?
Yes,
or...
it's harder, and it doesn't pay as well.
Okay.
And you have to dub it. You have to fit it into what...
Oh, so you're watching and...
Yeah, it's way...
Wow, okay.
In a way, it's way harder.
I just got to ask you real quick. What is it like sitting in a room with like that cast? Like, you got Lorenzo Music, who's like the classic Garfield voice. You have. So I was saying before, you were 20 years old doing this. You have Frank Welker, who's been doing the voice of Fred Jones from Scooby-Doo since like the 60s, right? Like
I didn't you have think
Maurice
like that.
LaMarche.
I just
Really?
honestly, I just went. I thought I was hot shit. You know what I mean?
No, you could curse as much as you fucking want.
I mean, I knew they were wonderful, and they were really nice. And I knew who Lorenzo was from the Mary Tyler Moore Show. But I would ask him questions like, how do I get here? Or what freeway do I take? I mean, it was, I didn't know, because I didn't barely know how to drive.
I would love like a direction GPS with the voice of Lorenzo Music telling me where to drive. Like, make a left for lasagna. like, oh my God, yeah.
Oh my God, the dog. That's the dog. That's not me. That's the dog. He got excited and he's like heaving. Okay,
heard my
Andy.
Garfield.
I just didn't want my listeners and your listeners to think that was me. Like,
no, it's doing one of your many voices.
Yeah.
Puke dog. No.
Let's see. Wait, I have a phone call here. Hello, Ghostbusters. Please hold. I'm doing an interview. Is it important? Yes. You are supposed to go to the pet store. Yeah, I'm on live, so I'm going to go. Bye.
That's all right. We'll cut all that.
Well,
Don't worry. Not gonna have you.
You didn't get a time about the pet store. And it's like...
Yeah, that's why the dog was barking. Don't worry. All right, so we could go to your Streamily signing. That's Tuesday, August 4th at 4 p.m.
Well, it's 4 p.m. on the East Coast. It's 1 o'clock Pacific what a PDT time. So it's 1 o'clock live, but people should put their order in before.
Yeah, pre-order it before.
I think.
Yeah, if you're listening to this podcast now, that's tomorrow. Laura's doing the signing. So buy it right now as soon as you're done listening and get it signed
they
tomorrow.
just go to streamily.com and put in Laura Summer like the season, and then they can see if there's anything they want. And there's Tokumon, which I did too, I guess. No, I did.
Sure, why not? Digimon,
it's like
Pokemon, Cinnabon.
Yeah, it's like baby Patamon before. Anyway, I think it was. But so hopefully, if it's something that your listeners would like, they can get it that way. And then there's there's a lot of other people too.
We'll put a link in the description. So
there you go. That's
we'll have all the the info there too.
Oh yeah, you told me John was tech savvy.
That's
he's,
right.
Yeah.
That's my role.
Mr. Tech Pants. Oh my God. Well, seriously, this has been such a dream come true.
Oh,
for me,
how
just talking
cool.
to
Thank you so much.
You are just a huge part of my life. Like to the point where I am a 43-year-old man who's still drawing Ghostbuster pictures. It's something has been a constant throughout my entire life. Something I've never stopped doing.
Wow. What do you
I'm
think
just
that is?
obsessed with the
What
cartoon.
do you think that you related
just-
to?
Does you know what? Honestly, Ghostbusters helped me not be scared anymore as a little kid. I have a very vivid imagination. I'm an artist, and I would have crazy imaginative like just anything you could imagine eating a child. It was happening in my head at 7 years old, 8 years old, and then you guys came on the scene, and
I could say the same for me because I was that kid where the movies scared me, the cartoons would scare me, but there was the comedy that kept me in it.
Yeah.
And it was also one of those things where, and I would even say the cartoon more than the movie for me and my brother, who's a year younger than me, was, you'd watch an episode. It wasn't like now where you could just keep streaming episode after episode. We'd watch an episode, and then the proton packs went on, and we were catching ghosts in the house, or the action figures came out. So it was also
you got a flashlight. You're running around like it's a.
So the monsters didn't, the ghosts didn't like Proteus. They didn't scare you.
Yeah. No, not anymore. Not after the Ghostbusters. not after you.
That's
you
great.
fought
That's
Proteus.
great.
Yeah, you were. You seriously, your first female Ghostbuster. That's the most
and I
amazing.
get like that. I was
I'm
the
so
first
happy about
crush for some boys too. Like they
sure.
responded to it instead of what was said. So I mean, I had nothing to do with how Janine was drawn. I almost said drawn. But
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
Yeah, right.
Gotta pull those Jessica Rabbit lines.
I sort of morphed into Janine a bit.
I love it. You are wonderful, and everybody, please, like Laura said, go to streamily.com. Laura Summer, get your autograph, and we love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. It's really fun.
Beer 13, Mean Gene. From Ross. I'm loving this blueberry wheat ale. It's fruity. Blueberries. Crisp. It's wheat ale. It's funky. Fruity, crisp, and funky. Oh, that's right. It is funky. About as funky as the monkey lock I'm going to put around your head as I pin you to the mat if you don't use Frostbite. Code Frostbite 15 for 15% off. Orders is $25 and up, brother. Again, in case you're confused, it's Ross Pod 15. I'm sorry, I've been confusing lately. I've been going through a lot at home. A lot of... my dad's sick. I'm sorry, little brothers and sisters out there. I just don't mean to bring down the entire arena. But he said right before... he took his last hemodialysis. Go out there and order some Ross. I'm so sorry. to hear about your dad. It's okay, brother. I cried for hours. Like, got on my knees and cried. Go to taproom.com. No O's. Oh my God, if you put those O's in, I'm gonna slam bang gang you off the top rope. If you're in New York City, otherwise go to us.taproom.com. No O's in room. Need the room out always. And you know what? It's shoot the ordinary. Brother, choose the bold. Oh, I'm just getting a text. Oh, no, brother. My dad didn't make it. Oh, no. Oh, no. My condolences.
Stink my ass. And juice my hole. Here are this week's voicemails.
Oh, thank you, RoboGale.
RoboGale.
You lovely lady. She still got it.
If you haven't called RoboGale yet, you got to do it. 781-POD-SLAP. That's 763-7527.
It's a lot of sevens.
Give her a call.
Give her a call. Yeah, she
Leave
talks
her a
to
message. Feed her a fart. That's what you do. She runs on farts.
If you stop farting, we're not getting the voicemails.
No, that's true. But she's never going to go hungry here at Slap Studios.
No, man, not the way we eat.
We tell her all the time, we're like, you don't have to live here. And she's like, yes, I do. Okay.
This is where I mainline.
Gasping for farts.
That's
It was before we share the voicemails. There's an email I want to share with you, and this was an email sent to me privately, so I'm not going to share the whole thing, but it's from an old professor of mine at the College of Staten Island.
Professor Sandwich.
Yeah, Professor Sandwich. But you know who this is?
Yeah, I know Professor Sandwich very well.
And he sent me a nice long email, but there's a part of it that I want to. I have to share.
Okay.
And Professor, if you're listening, I hope you understand. And here's the thing, he might be listening. I don't know. Hey, John, I hope you are swell, but I listen to your and Chris's podcast sometimes, and so I think I know that you are, which is a blessing. I've learned that in dark times. Sorry. All right. I've learned that in dark times, it's best to attend to voices exactly like yours to stay sane.
No, what?
Or,
Did you sure about that?
Wait, all right. I've learned that in dark times it's best to attend to voices exactly like yours to stay sane, or at least to be able to fall asleep.
Thanks, Prof.
I was like, what the fuck? Oh
man, that's the nicest backhanded compliment I've ever heard.
Oh, it takes me back to college, man.
Oh,
Takes me
man.
right back.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Back at the deli with Professor Sandwich.
Sleep tight, Professor. He probably didn't make it this far. He doesn't make it to the voicemails.
Oh, once he hears that farting robot, he rolls up his fucking diploma and leaves school. The professor's off the campus.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I love that so much. All right. You ready to go to the phones?
Yeah, man.
You know what we got, man. It's been a while. We took the whole month of July off.
Oh.
But you know who didn't?
Oh, let me guess. Lil Eddie.
Lil Eddie. He did not stop going to the theater. We got a few movie reviews tonight, but first we got to sing a jingle. Jingles all the way.
That's right.
You know how it goes.
Let's do it.
All right.
Movies for you. All summer long to view the new a movie for you. You get angry popcorn and you You fucked the bucket.
Hey guys, it's Little Eddie, and I just watched Lightyear. I liked it. That is all.
Oh, all right.
I want to see it.
Yeah, I
It's
want to see it too. I didn't see it.
Pixar, Buzz Lightyear.
It's like the movie that the toy's based on.
Which means Toy Story was in the future, which doesn't make sense.
No, this movie might have happened in the past. Light years ago.
But they're light years ahead of us in this past.
In that past.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to check it out.
Go for it.
Listen up here, boys. All this talk about vasectomizing yourselves, I gotta be honest, it makes me a little bit uncomfortable to hear about. I don't like anything involving any kind of surgical saw or laser beam or anything like that around my nether regions. You know what I'm talking about? It just makes me a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit nervous to hear all this talk about cutting up the boys down there, if you know what I mean.
Us too?
Now, I might be talking to, I come around on my ideas here. If there was some form of surgery that could, increase the volume, you're talking about vasectomizing. If that takes it away, right? There's no more sendings in there. Well, I was thinking if they could do a surgery, make it like a tidal wave come out of there. That's something I'd be interested in. Just wanted to get your boys' thoughts. Let me know what you think. Tell me later. Bye.
I'll tell you something. We're getting our vasectomy the first week of September.
Yeah.
If anybody has questions for the urologist, Dr. Seaman, call us and let us know. I guess that's the first one to ask. I don't know.
You might be able to
Is there anything he can do to increase
a resectomy? What would that be called? A schenectady? What would you call
Yeah, schenectady.
What would you call it?
That's what I'd call it.
Let me get the schenectady. I want to shoot like a milkshake. Good for you. Yeah, you know what?
That's what you want to do.
I get that because, you know what? But it might hurt.
Might hurt. You might regret it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like not the procedure. Listen, the procedure's going to hurt whether you get a schenectady or a vasectomy. I'm not debating that. But I'm saying when you come after a vasectomy, you're fine. If you come after getting a schenectady, you're going to blow your dick open. Oh my God, that's going to hurt.
We think.
I would bet money on it.
Let's talk to the doctor. We'll ask him.
All right, let's ask Dr. Seaman.
If you have any Schenectady questions,
oh man,
give us a call, 781-POD-SLAP, 781-763-7527. We'll talk to the doctor, Dr. Seaman.
He knows everything.
About,
Yeah, about that. Not everything, but,
no, just like dick and ball stuff.
Yeah, you know. Schmegmas, from under cheese. Tell you all about this.
He dabbles in the taint.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
He dabbles in taint.
He minored in taint.
He did.
Hey guys, it's Little Eddie, and I just watched Thor: Love and Thunder. I liked it. And I got some friends here. Hey, this is Chris.
What?
I liked it.
Hey, this is Wesley. I liked it. Hey, this is Wyatt, and I liked it.
Here we go. That is all.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Well, I know you met up with them.
Yeah. Bill
Well, you met up with
and
yeah.
Little Eddie.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
I got to get to a movie with those guys. Little Eddie, he always gives me a heads up, and it's like, I feel bad I haven't done it yet.
Oh, you got to come see a movie with the. First of all, Thor was great. We all had a blast. And,
yeah.
And me and Wesley then later, in the summer, ran into him at Escape from New York. They were replaying at the Alamo Draft House that just opened on Staten Island. It was like the second day after they opened, and we were there. And fucking Little Eddie pops on. You know what? I should have known.
Yeah.
I should have known Little Eddie would be here.
Of course.
If you're ever looking for Little Eddie, if you're ever going Eddie hunting, you just got to search the movie theater. You'll find him.
Just go to the movies.
Just go to movies. Go to a Staten Island movie. You'll find him.
You'll find him.
Yeah. Bring a net.
Where the fuck are you guys? It's been like fucking weeks. We got one show in fucking weeks. It's crazy. Like not since George R. Martin has there been a creator that's so abandoned their fans. Just left us out to dry. Nothing. Write that book, you fat fuck. Write it.
We're back. We took a vacation. A planned vacation. We said when we'd be back. We keep our word.
We bought our choo-choo train hats and, grew our beards and got really fat. We did the George R. Martin thing.
And we're still doing it. Listen,
we're not going to stop.
No, we're not going to stop. Never. I'll tell you this. Much like that series, this podcast will never end.
Yep.
It'll never end.
Hey, fellas. I just learned something that I thought I'd share because I figured this information might come in useful. You're familiar with a compound W? No. You know, you get like a wart. You put the compound W on there, get rid of the wart.
No, I don't.
Well, as it turns out, compound W is completely, entirely useless. Absolutely without efficacy when it comes to warts of the genital variety. So, I just thought I'd share. Now you know, as they say from our youth, knowing is half the battle. Other half of the battle is not getting genital warts, as it turns out. But, just thought I'd share. Hope you fellas are doing well. Take it easy.
Thank you. You know what works? Duct tape.
Yeah?
Yeah. Put some duct tape on your warts, everybody.
Wrap them up and pull. Like, do you pull the duct tape off quick and you rip the warts off?
No, you leave it on forever. Somebody has to look at your fucking warts. I think it helps, though. There's like a thing with duct tape.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I don't know.
Remember my wife was covered in warts and now she's not? I used to wrap her up in duct tape.
You're the Duke of New York. You're A number one. You're the Duke of New York. You're A number one. You're A number one. You're the Duke. You're the Duke of New York. You're A number one. Sorry, it's been in my head all night. I had to say it. Chris can explain. That is all.
Little Eddie.
Like I mentioned, we saw Escape from New York and ran into him. Yeah, that's the Duke. That's Isaac Hayes.
I never saw those movies.
You've never seen, really?
Never saw Escape from New York or Escape from LA. I've never seen them.
Oh, you're missing out on one really good movie.
Hello, boys. This is Mercer. Not to be confused with any sort of nefarious burglar. No, Chris. Chris, stop.
It's him.
Chris.
It's him.
I'm a friend.
Nope.
Tim.
Anyway, I was alone by myself, upside down. It's how I like to relax. And I was thinking to myself, a question I wanted to pose to you. Do you think there's more doors or wheels in the world today? Right now. How many wheels? How many doors? I don't know. Just thought I had. And maybe you could answer it for me. Maybe fit it? We should it? That's all.
It's a great question.
Fucking burglar.
I'm going doors.
Yeah, see, I was going wheels.
You going wheels?
I was going wheels.
What's you have any?
Well, I was just going like, I guess car like thoughts. Like a car has like, usually two doors. Well, no, I guess most cars have 4 doors now. And then if you would you count a trunk as a door
Or a hood? I wouldn't.
Or a hood? No.
It's on a hinge.
Man, this is a question for the ages. I don't know. I think people should weigh in. That's too much.
No. I think if we spend enough time, we can solve this.
2 hours later.
It's a great question. Give us a call, 781-763-7527. Email us at slap@superliveadventure.com. You can send us some snail mail. Send us a postcard, a letter. Love something handwritten. When was the last time you wrote a letter and sent to somebody? It feels good.
I almost got arrested for that.
You did?
Yeah, I wrote a letter to my local congressman, and for high school, and it did not go well because I treated it as a joke, and I got like calls from the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
What did you write?
Oh, I'm not saying it.
What? Who'd you send it to?
Congressman Vito Fossella.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
So you can't say it? We're saying fuck that guy? You can't
No, I don't. I was just like saying, like, I don't know, I'm going to lock you in my basement.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, keep you in a jar. Like, it was like something weird. Yeah, it's something weird like that.
Wow. You think it was on his radar at all?
I don't know. You know what? I don't know. He could have known. His wife could have known. His other wife could have known. I don't know. But I got in a lot of trouble. I was told to write a letter to my local congressman, and I went to a high school in Manhattan. So I was like, all right, who's from Staten Island? I saw Vito Fossella. I was like, that sounds like a nice ginzaloon. So I wrote something real awful. And they called up my house, talked to me mom and dad.
Yeah, you can't be doing. You get in trouble.
Shield called my house.
You can't.
I didn't
can't be
know.
around politicians. Yeah, I know, but you got in trouble going after Giuliani with a fake gun.
Yeah, that happened too. You're right.
Jesus Christ,
man, these fucking listen, man. I'm sorry, Republicans. That's all I could say.
Send us some snail mail. Slap Studios, 536 Park Avenue, number 631, Scotch Plains, New Jersey, 07076. Huge thanks to Laura Summer today.
Yeah.
A voice from our childhood.
Thank you.
And also a voice from our... if you look her up and you see how much she's done and you realize it's just a voice that you've heard in your life. Many cartoons and commercials.
We didn't even crack the fucking iceberg. We didn't. There's like... she has reels up on her website. It's lovethatlaura.com. Go there and you could hear like all these voices she does, and it's wild. Commercials, everything.
It's cool. Check her out. Again, link in the description. Same for the virtual signing.
Yeah, go. Yeah, get an autograph. Go for it. I think if you're a Ghostbusters fan, that's something to behold and treasure, man. I'm getting mine. I'm excited.
Also, I'll say this. Chris and I are getting vasectomies. If you are interested in getting a vasectomy, we're going to try to release that episode, World Vasectomy Day, in November. If you've been thinking about it, maybe we can motivate you now. Maybe you're interested. If you're going to do it, reach out to us. Give us a call. Email us. Let us know.
Handwritten letter. We won't call the FBI on you.
Maybe you can be a part of the episode.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
That'd be fun. This is a movement. We're trying to encourage people who are ready to do it, because you and I should have done it a long time ago.
That's right. You know, in like a movie or a TV show or something, all the heroes get together and they all put like one puts their fist down, and the other puts their fist on top.
This is now.
All of them.
Are you going to put your hand in there?
No, balls. We're going to put our balls on top of each other's balls.
Are you going to put your balls on top of my balls and Chris's balls?
Yeah, it's going to get a tasty snack. Stack of Ritz crackers and meat.
Call us, email us. We'll tell you where to meet us. And we'll be sitting
where to bring your balls.
We'll be waiting with our balls for you to come.
Put your balls on our balls.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, make sure those balls are clean. No dirty balls. No dirty balls in the pool.
Nope.
Clean those balls, guys.
Nope. We got a dog that checks.
Yeah.
If the dog really goes to town, you're not allowed near us.
Yeah, this dog does not have a peanut allergy.
Oh my God. If that dog starts licking like you're just an open jar of peanut butter,
you're done.
You are not jumping in the pile of balls.
You're not getting a vasectomy with us.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. You go get your vasectomy alone.
You're not going to Dr. Seaman. You track down Dr. Dick Chop.
That's right. Drag him out of retirement. Look him up.
Good luck.
Real guy, everybody.
Good luck getting him out of retirement. I don't do vasectomies on no one anymore.
Dr. Dick Chop of Texas. CHOPP.
I'm getting too old for this shit. You got to do one more, Dick.
Just
Guess who's back, baby? Dick Chop returns as the vasectomist this fall on NBC.
gotta go. We love you guys.
Thank you for coming back and listening.
Yeah, it was a good break for us, but I miss doing this. And if you like the show, hit that share button.
Oh, that's right, man. Tell people this is my favorite fruit and or vegetable.
Yeah.
Check it out.
And wherever you're listening, if you're not actually following, where you get automatic updates every time we post a new episode, do that. That actually helps a lot when it comes to Apple and Spotify and other players and stuff, more than the reviews. You know that?
No.
It's just people actually clicking that follow button.
Oh, boy. Come follow.
So help us out. That's an easy thing, and all it means is when a new episode comes up, you're alerted. It's there.
Beautiful. Also, you can sign up for our newsletter, and thank you, Little Chub Club. Love you guys. All
you guys are the best. Oh, we'll see you on the roof. We're doing a rooftop show.
Oh, we'll see you on the roof.
If you're in the Little Chub Club, that's it. We're doing a show on the roof, Chubs only.
If you didn't get the secret password yet, reach out to us. We just told you 8,000 ways to reach out to us.
Yeah.
You know how to get in touch with us. We'll give you the password, and that's with the secret location of the secret rooftop where we're doing this secret show.
That's right. Until next time, everybody. Hit it where you shit it.
Hello, Ghostbusters. Please hold.